So good morning, class 7. Today we'll continue with the revision of mock paper. The half of the mock paper was discussed yesterday. Let's continue with the next part of it. So we were on question number 2, very short question answer type. So I want to repeat the question number 1. Bujo's uncle was hospitalized and put on dialysis after a severe infection in both of the kidneys. So what can be the answer for it? Your question is, what is dialysis? So can I have the answer from Vedika? Vedika, what is dialysis? Vedika,
Yes, ma'am.
what is dialysis? Question number 1.
Yes, ma'am. Dialysis is a process in which when a person has a kidney failure, there are artificial kidneys through which the blood is purified.
Yes, good. So dialysis is a process of filtering the blood. The work which was done by the kidneys, that is done by the dialysis. That is done in the dialysis, means the blood is purified. Next, Mukul Jain, B part. When does it become necessary to take such a treatment? When we go for dialysis. Mukul Jain, unmute.
Ma'am, it becomes necessary to take kidney failure.
Yes, when there is a kidney failure, then it becomes necessary to go for dialysis, such a treatment. Next, question number 2. Why the can slowly get crumbled when we pour cold water over the can half filled with the hot water? Why it is so? This is from your chapter number 8. That is when the cane is filled with the hot water and a cold water is poured on it, then what happens? Why the can slowly get disordered when we pour cold water on it? Can you tell me? This was the activity. Yes, tell me better. What is the reason for it?
Because
Yes, Vansh.
the vapor from the boiling water pushed air out of the when the can was filled with water vapor, it cooled suddenly by inverts it in water. When then the air outside crushed the can.
Okay. So this is due to the pressure. Okay. That is inside and outside the pressure is different. That's why that gets crushed. So children, this complete activity is in your book, but you have to write down the reason, not to the complete activity. Okay. Next, question number 3. Classify the following processes as a physical and a chemical change. Beating of aluminium metal to make aluminium foil. Yes, Abhigyan. Abhigyan, unmute. What can be the answer for it? Nishchay.
Yes, ma'am.
Beating of aluminium. Yes.
Chemical change.
Yes, Sejal. You can raise hand, children. Sejal.
Ma'am, chemical change.
Vedika.
May I give once? May I give once?
Yes, Vansh.
Ma'am, it's physical change.
Reason.
Ma'am, because beating of the aluminum metal to make a aluminum foil. Ma'am, because ma'am the aluminum foil is made of the aluminum metal. So ma'am, what is the condition of aluminum is not metal. Ma'am, the aluminum metal is able to make the aluminum foil.
Yes. So only the shape has changed. When the aluminium metal is beaten, So what happened? Only the shape has changed. No new substance is formed. That's why it is a physical change. As you have beating of aluminium metal to form the aluminium foil. Next is digestion of food. Yes, Tanvi? Tanvi, can I get the answer from you?
Ma'am, yes. It's a chemical change.
Yes, it is a chemical change. Can I have the reason also? Next, Praveen, and after that, Kavya. Because different chemical substances are break down into the food, and that digestion of food is a chemical change. Next is a cutting of log of wood into the pieces. Yes, Praveen. Yes, Praveen, can I have the answer? Cutting of log of wood into pieces. Yes.
And physical change.
Yes, reason?
Ma'am, the reason
Because only, yes, Bhavya, next you will give.
Ma'am,
Cutting
can I
of
tell next
crackers.
one?
Wait, Ananya. Because cutting of log of wood, you are cutting the wood into the smaller pieces. So that is a physical change. And next, burning of cracker, that is a chemical change. Chemical change. Why it is a chemical change? Because a new substance
Ma'am,
has,
because new substance is formed.
because new substance is formed, and whenever you are burning of anything is a chemical change. Children, you have to give reason also why it is so. So in physical change, chemical change, why it is so. Question number 4. Next is write the difference between a clay and sandy soil on the basis of their properties. Raise your hands. Utkarsh. Yes, Kavya Thakur.
Ma'am, the difference between clay and ma'am, clay and sandy soil, na?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, so first the clay soil has the proportion of fine particles. There is the proportion of fine particles is large, and they are tightly packed. And ma'am, the water can drain quickly into the clay in the clay soil.
Beta, you have to compare particles. Size of the particle is very fine in the clay. And on the other hand, in the sandy soil, the size of the particle is quite big. Abhigyan, you want to give the answer? Next, second difference, what can be there? Clay and sandy soil. What is the second difference you can give? The rate of percolation is less in clay soil. On the other hand, the rate of percolation is more in the sandy soil. The water absorbing capacity is more in clay and less in sandy. So children, on the basis of their properties, already you have read the different properties of soil like a percolation rate, absorption rate, and this size of particles. On the basis of this, you can differentiate between these two types of soil. Next question 5. Magnesium ribbon burns. Yes, burns in the air and changes to white substance, that is magnesium oxide. When magnesium oxide dissolve in water, what type of a change takes place? So you have to give reason in support of your answer and express the change. So when magnesium ribbon is burnt, white substance is formed, which is known as magnesium oxide. And when magnesium oxide is dissolved in water, then what happens? So children, when magnesium plus oxygen react, they form magnesium oxide, and when it reacts with water, it forms magnesium hydroxide. So in this way, you have to represent it in the chemical equation. Let's move to the next question. Short answer type question. First is, while learning to ride a bicycle, Bujo lost his balance and fell. He got injured on his knees and it started bleeding. The bleeding stopped after some time. Why did the bleeding stop? Raise your hand. Yes, Fiona, can I have the answer? Okay, Nishchajan can give, and in the meantime, you can give the answer of second question. Yes,
Yes,
Nishchay,
ma'am.
why the bleeding has stopped?
Yes, ma'am. Bleeding has stopped because of the platelets present in the blood. Platelets help in the clotting of the blood.
Yes, because platelets helps in the clotting of blood. Good. Second question, what would be the color of the wound area and why? Anybody?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes.
The color of the wounding area is dark red.
Yes.
Because
Yes, continue. Because
and because presence of hemoglobin.
yes, presence of no beta, the color becomes dark red because of the clotting. The color has become, आपने देखा ना कहीं भी आपको अगर इंजरी हो जाती है, चोट लग जाती है, तो blood, when the blood clot is formed, that is of dark color. Next, which type of blood cells are responsible for clotting? So this we have done. Tell me which type of blood cells are responsible?
And platelets.
Yes, platelets are responsible because in our body platelets are there, and that platelets are responsible for the blood clotting. Platelets. Next, Bhavya Joshi. Question number 2. Name the process and the organ which helps in the removing of waste from the body. Carbon dioxide. Yes, Bhavya Joshi. Praveen. Name the process. Carbon dioxide goes out from our body. By which process?
Ma'am, by respiratory system.
Yes, respiration. By respiration. Next, undigested food.
Ma'am,
बताइए.
excretion.
Excretion. Urine. आपको प्रोसेस का नाम भी बताना है और ऑर्गन का. आई एम गिविंग द नेम ऑफ ऑर्गन ओनली. यूरिन, अगेन एक्सक्रीशन. Process is excretion. Next, sweat. Sweat भी क्या है आपका? Name the process. It's also excretion.
Okay.
But the organs are different. Sweat जो है वो किससे release होता है? Skin.
Ma'am, by skin.
Yes, skin. Urine, that is excreted by
Ma'am,
urethra.
urethra.
Next, undigested food. Undigested food. It's not true. Undigested food जो है वो आपका, that is
Small intestine.
no. Children, rest children are not there in the class. You should reply. Tell me, undigested food. Which system is responsible for it? Digestive.
Digestive
बेटा
system. ma'am.
digestive system में आपका होता है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
In digestive system, and which organ is responsible? Anus. यूरिन में आपके पास एक्सक्रीशन आएगा. नेक्स्ट, रेस्पिरेटरी.
Lungs.
Yes, lungs or nose you can say. कार्बन डाइऑक्साइड बाहर कहाँ से जाती है? Which organ is responsible? Lungs. In the lungs, the exchange of gases takes place.
Yes, ma'am.
So children, you have to read the question carefully and then you have to give the answer. Two things
ma'am.
has been asked, process and organ. Yes, number 3. There are 3 animals, A, B, and C. Among these 3 animals, then A can stay on land as well as in the water. Okay? When it stay at land, it respire through lungs. And when it goes into water, it respire through its moist skin. Got the question? So can I have the answer? What is the A stands for?
Ma'am, A stands
Ma'am,
for frog.
Frog. Very
frog.
good. Very good. Next, animal B has specific organ to respire in water, which is not found in any other animal.
Mom, fish.
Okay, number C.
Fish.
While C animal is a water animal which respire through nostrils and lungs.
Some dolphin.
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 Dolphin comes out. Dolphin, though it has a blowholes. Dolphin, you must have seen it, comes out to breathe. Name the, think and tell, name the water animal which respire through nostril and lungs.
Ma'am, but ma'am, dolphin have also nostrils.
Yes, dolphin has nostril and lungs. Aquatic animal which respire through nostrils and lungs. Think about it. You can write down two, whales and dolphins. As we are given the right answer, whales and dolphins. Okay. So A part is clear to you. A part is that is your frog. B is fishes and C has the dolphin and whales. Next question number 4. Explain with the help of an activity that air expands on heating and contracts on cooling. So children, give this activity.
Figure, observe what happens. Why is the balance of the bags disturbed? Because due to the hot air rises up and the cold air not rises up, it goes down. And the hot air is lighter than the cold air.
Yes. Tell them the page number and activity also. Page number and activity.
Excuse me,
And the
ma'am.
page number is 84 and the activity is 8.7. Hot air rising up.
Yes.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes,
I have
beta.
a doubt.
Yes.
Ma'am, but this activity doesn't show that air expands on heating and contracts on cooling.
Yes,
This
this
shows
is
that
the hot
warm
air
air rises
rises
up.
and cold air comes down. This activity that Vansh has told. So any other you can think? Air expand on heating and contracts on cooling. And rest will continue tomorrow.